Ability capsule where, actually? It's capsule that does the ability swap, right? Patch's hidden ability. I always forget the difference between the two. Patch's hidden, got it. God, that feels so bad to throw away. A perfect bird, except for one major flaw. Like, honestly, in retrospect, probably still would have been worth to just, like, eat 2 turns. Because that probably is just like a shop anyway. I'm never seeing that bird again, by the way. We are never seeing a bird like that ever again. F. It's very funny when every time I see Shen do, like Shen's been encapsulated in his Scarlet, Violet, Catch-em-all runs recently, and every time he gets a Flamigo, I'm just like, yep, that's definitely 10 to 13 attack. That's definitely 6 to 9 speed. I've seen too many birds, too many pink flamingos recently. I'm just able to eyeball their stats. Don't get me wrong, I have really enjoyed routing this category, or like doing the minor like stat reroute. Like, at some point, I just kind of want to move on. And the thing about single stores, the Scarlet Violet, is that, like, because all of the experience, like, candies that you pick up are kind of woven together, I want to just focus on one route first, and then completely erase it from my mind, and then pick up another route. So I don't crisscross the two. Granted, I've already kind of crisscrossed Victory Road in my mind because, like, there's been a lot of things that I've been thinking about. Holy, that is an ant. Are you... I get home, I am immediately accosted by ants because of the weather. I don't even have any food in my room. They're just here. That is the exact same way that I did it last time. It is kind of hard to line it up sometimes. We're gonna just walk around all of you. Because, like, the best way to get that slide is just go, like, directly parallel to the cliff. And then sometimes you whiff the cliff. And then you do something that rhymes with cliff. I don't know. Biff? Drift? Lift your controller into the air in outrage? That's not what I want to do. Good enough. 57 speed is good. And 74 plus attack is pretty good too. Yeah, 57 is max. We basically got the same Flamigo. I'm not opposed to this. 76 HP is minimum though. I'll try and run this, but I might die to Rika. Depending on defenses. But as far as offense and speed goes, this is pretty solid. We take these. I did capture my stats, right? Yeah. Okay, so we are already adamant. Okay, so that saves a little bit of time. Defense is good. Okay. This is workable. Already adamant, so I don't actually need to pick up the adamantment, which is, like, amazing, because that is a 1 in 25. Free time save for later. Immediately, oh, water gun too. I was gonna make a joke about life dew, but we take these. I also picked up the rare candy when I shouldn't have. I just realized. It's like, why am I ahead by so much? I need to drop a rare candy then. Alright, we're editing the route. This is what I mean. This is exactly what I mean by routes getting crisscrossed in my brain. Where can I drop a rare candy? I guess I dropped the Levincia candy then. That probably makes the most sense. Yeah, I'll just drop the Levincia candy and save some time back on that split. Can't think of another specific rare candy that I would want to skip. Alternatively, I get the Levincia candy, and then I cut across. I need to be doing math right now, actually. Hold up. 22 is 13 proteins. 28 is 8 carbos. So that's 216. I can drop X Scissor, I can drop T-Bolt, Chip Pot, I can drop the Nugget, we get Rare Bone, we get Spikes, we get Substitute. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Is that better? Because I'm doing Katie first anyway. Like, I'm doing Olive Roll into Katie. We'll just skip the Levincia candy, just to make things... I mean, I've already screwed up the route anyway, but... It's all modular in my brain. This is why, when Gavin asked me about giving them, like, the Victory Road route, I was like, what route? In my brain. Because everything is just so modular. The way that I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks. So I just, like, have been putting the pieces together in my brain as I go throughout the run. It has been kind of fun to play around with the run like that, though. Like, I'm really only losing like a few seconds here and there from switching things around. It's like not that bad. It's kind of been like Let's Go almost, in the sense that like, oh yeah, I can just pick up this candy instead of this candy, or take this route instead of this route because I've already done something that I wasn't supposed to. Nice freeze frame. Is this Expedition 33? Whatever. We'll jump here then. Thought that was a 3-jumper, but it was a 4-jumper instead. That's close. Alright, if this PBs, and anybody ends up watching this back, do not do what I did and get the drop candy. I was not supposed to do that. Why are there so many Pokemon just all lined up? I am begging you to be normal. I like how, during the Pokemon Sword Shield evolution Trade Alt Main Showdown, run by Greta Ice Vixen and Corva May at SGDQ 2025, Court, was, like, literally thought that Low-Kicks was not an actual Pokemon. Meanwhile, me over here with Low-Kicks trauma from trying to do Victory Road Baton Pass and using it for Gita, and getting owned by Opportunist Quick Attack. Never again. Sure, Sandy? Okay. I guess. Okay. No, that doesn't work like that. I'm going to slowly walk around these. I should have jumped, like, way earlier, but I, like, didn't process the placement of all of those Pokemon in time, and by the time I realized it, if I had jumped, I would not have been at the correct elevation to actually clear all of them. Because getting knocked back by Pokemon is weird. That's still good, right? Yeah. I was worried I jumped a little bit too far. All of those shadows... Are those shadows just all disjointed? I saw a line of shadows and was very confused for a second, and then I panicked a little bit and like took a different route. That's not gonna make it. Oh, it did make it, but not in the way that I kind of wanted it to. That's fine though. Yep, wouldn't be Scarlet Violet with just a little bit of weirdness along the way. Okay, I should have punched my way to 53, but it's fine. I need that many, that many, that many, that. Okay, I was a little bit slower on that menu because my mouse was like all the way to my right, and I used my one of my mouse buttons to do screenshots. Alright, punched my way to 53 on Ranger. Let's see some good numbers. Good numbers, good numbers, good numbers. 115 is on the lower end, and 154 is on the tip top. Cool. Alright, does this affect my protein count? It probably should. Going from 22 to 25 is at least dropping 1. 25, it does drop 1, and then... Okay, so I need 206. We can drop Spikes, Snowscape, and Rare Bone. Okay, so I have all the items that I need. So this will be a very, very fast shop. I wonder if do I get an extra? No, I'm not gonna get an extra 15, so this will be exactly enough. If I felt a little bit more confident in my calcs, I might consider buying 1 extra protein and picking up like 1 extra money item to wing attack the things that I would acrobatics in this route. I almost forgot to double kick there, but I didn't. That's the first time that's happened in a long time. Procking, and then you crit the second time. Thank you, Flamingo. I appreciate that. I don't remember the last time I proc sturdy on this. I legitimately do not remember. It's been so long. There's no way that's the best I've ever done this split. There's actually no way. Is it because I didn't get an encounter? I think this is the gold because this is the first time I've not gotten an encounter on this split since I reset my splits. That's really funny. My throat has been a little bit, like, scratchy. I did take a COVID test, and it did turn up negative, thankfully. My reasoning is because I was out and about in Minneapolis on Monday, scouting out some neighborhoods, because I am looking to move. I think I found a place that I would enjoy living. The downside is that the air quality index was still bad that day, and it was also hot as balls. Bonk. Balls. And then when I got home last night, I think I got home at like 1 a.m. or something. It was also very warm here. I remember asking T-Pat, like, hey, what's the weather gonna be like in Portland when I get back? And he's like, heat advisory, 96 degrees. So I was sleeping with my fan on, so my throat is probably a little bit dry from that still. But otherwise, I feel fine. Did my fair share of masking at the venue, so thankfully did not get super owned yet, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, I think overall I did a whole lot less like gaming in the practice room than in previous events. I think most of it was like board game focus, which I was all down for. I loved playing board games. When I used to go to PAX West, like the first 2 years was like, okay, let's see what the convention has to offer, and then like for the next 3 years after that, it was just me and my friends playing board games in the board game area, just hanging out. So I am looking forward to possible board game nights online. This Flamigo is like almost good enough to wing attack Kamala. It's a 15-16 to kill. Okay, we are currently in the Iona zone, so you have made it back at an opportune time. Sandy, when you stream next Friday, the 25th, at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, are you going to be taking back your Iono PNG tuber? Now that Sparkle has moved on to Mega Mawa things. Also, I'm not attached to this run. I made like one movement error, but I can like fix that here. Like, other than the sturdy proc, which like wasn't even that bad because it was mitigated by the fact that I didn't get an encounter, everything else is pretty solid so far. Oh, nice. I am sorry to say, Sandy, that that one game, the Somnium Files, has been pushed further back on the list due to the fact that I am engrossed in crosscode. Yeah, I think I just got to... I'm currently exploring the second area, Bergen Trail. And I am, like, right before... I think I got to the village, and I'm, like, right before the dungeon. I've realized very quickly that it is almost imperative that you... like actually upgrade your gear in crosscode. I did like the first rival fight, and I got my ass handed to me because I was still wielding like level 5 gear. So I did a couple quests, did some like bought some consumables to turn into armor and such, and then completely owned him the next time around. But I like it. It's a good game. I'm getting accustomed to its gameplay. Oh, interesting. I will make a note of that. Thank you. I do not want to be playing a Nuzlocke or like challenge mode or anything. Like I'll keep the difficulty sliders where they are. But that's basically it. Acro's in slot 2, right? Yeah. Okay. I will make a mental note of that. Thank you, Sandy. But yes, we did miss you at GDQ. I made lemon bars, and you were not there to receive them. Next time. Maybe Iron. I hear whispers that you might be heading to AGDQ. I unfortunately do not have plans to go to AGDQ because I need to focus on life changes and such. Wow. All right, Gavin. Oh, that was a good neck crack. Alright. Because I accidentally picked up another rare candy, I'm going to skip this one. If you are watching this VOD, normally you would pick up the rare candy in Levencia, but because I was doing a silly and I picked up an extra rare candy because I crisscrossed my routes together in my brain, I elected to not get that one. Do as I say, not as I do. Put in Lechonk. Boxes, Lechonk in. Cool. Alright, what is this? Mid-college. It's basically my college experience. Especially since half of it was COVID-ified. Yo, Groucho. What's up? Good to see ya. And glad to have seen you this last week. Okay, so, Lemon Bar stories. For Sandy specifically, because they're not in a whole lot of Discord servers these days. So, let me do this real quick. Boxes, let me go talk. So, last year, I had mentioned that I brought up the idea of lemon bars because that's literally all I ever bake. And I told Spider, hey, you don't have a 9x13 glass baking dish, like a Pyrex or whatever. If you do not have one, by the time SGDQ 2025 comes around, I will literally purchase you one, and I am going to make lemon bars at your place. So, cue me actually paying attention to this real quick, and then I'll complete the story. 1, 2, 3, 2. Cue SGDQ 2025. I asked Spider about a month beforehand, hey, have you gotten a 9x13 Pyrex baking dish? They say no, they have not. Alright, I order one, I have it shipped to their house so that I can make lemon bars on a day that I don't have anything to do. I end up making them on Wednesday, and I hope everybody enjoyed them. Alright, Wednesday morning. I think it was Wednesday morning. It was either Wednesday or Tuesday, I don't remember which one. I go ahead, I rustle through the pantries just to make sure that I have everything. I go to the local grocery store, I buy lemons and anything else that I am missing, and I preheat the oven and think, okay, let me just make sure there's nothing like plastic or underneath, like, you know, the metal like drawer that's usually underneath an oven that you put things in. Want to make sure that nothing was like bad in there before I preheat the oven. So I open the drawer. Guess what I find? The exact brand of Pyrex that I had purchased. Literally the exact same. I immediately DM him going, Spider, what the fuck? And apparently they just like don't remember getting it. And it's like been used before too, because the plastic cover on it, it has like a blue like top when you put it in like the fridge or the freezer or whatnot. Had watermarks on it, like it'd been run through the dishwasher before. So I don't know what happened there. But there are currently 2 of the exact same 9x13 Pyrex baking dish at Spider's house at this point in time. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I would have doubled the recipe if I knew that there was a second dish available. But I had gone to the grocery store and I was all prepped up and did my whole like mise en place thing where you prep all your stuff beforehand so it's a whole lot easier. And then I opened the drawer and there's just another baking dish. And the lemon bars were uneventfully tasteful. You are correct. Alright, this is gonna be a fake gold. I'm gonna have to remember this for later. This is a combination of me skipping the Levencia candy as well as not fumbling around on the fly menu for like 7 seconds straight, going from Levencia to Jolly Zappa Passage. Face of fake gold. You can't do that, Tim. How could you do this to him? You're doing him dirty, my man Larry. Alright, well that's just homophobic. Can't believe Larry would do this to us. I keep seeing sparklies on the ground, and I intentionally avoid them because I think they're palmy. Hey, what's up, Ray? Good to see you. Thank you for the welcome back. I had a very good time at SGDQ. Got to hang out with some lovely people, watch some people do some lovely runs. The same lovely people. It was a good time. I'm glad to be back. I'm also in my post-convention gathering depression, but nothing a little Victory Road can't fix. Okay, I literally don't have to pick up any money items for the rest of the run because of the Slimigo. So we're taking the shortest, fastest, most direct route. We're also going to take a breath before we do the rooftop jump, because I've messed that up many a time before, and if I just do it first try, like, I'll save like 30 seconds. So we're just gonna take it nice and easy. Easy, breezy. Beautiful cover girl. Cover girl, please sponsor me. I guess. Unless... I'll just leave it there. That's an Ultra Ball. I don't want that, because that will mess up with my Quick Ball menu. You're a Super Potion, and you are in the way of where I want to jump. Camera interpolation, please. We did it, chat. We did not fail the jump. You can if you want. Totally up to you. I've already scoped out where I want to be moving, so I am pretty much set. I can't say that I have. Should I be concerned for you? Do we need to call HR 10 years ago? All right. Oh, lovely. It's funny because you typed that exactly the same time as the words came out of my mouth, I swear. Gosh, I have so much GDQ that I am going to be watching. The thing about going to GDQ is that you never really watch any of the runs except the runs that, like, your friends are in. So I have, like, so much to catch up on. Like, including the runs that I did audio for. I had the privilege of doing audio for a couple big runs this week. Super Mario Maker 2 and Balatro. Those were two very good runs. I was enjoying them the entire way. We are going here. Yeah, I don't remember if you were there for Amber's watch party stream. But that was the first time that I watched the run. It was really, really cool to watch everybody from our community just pop off for them. everybody who was awake anyway. Yeah, I need to watch, I want to rewatch Deltarune. I think I was in Shen's hotel room during that run. So I want to watch that. What else? I want to watch, like, silly block things. Those are always really fun to watch. I didn't get a chance to watch all of Limey's DS Super Monkey Ball run, which was pretty cool. I need to go back and watch that. I need to go rewatch a little bit of the X and Y run because I missed some of that. What else? Oh, I need to watch Jax's run too, the Celeste race. Yeah, that's just gonna be like my background noise for the next 2 to 3 weeks. I can wing attack this because my attack is very good. Yeah, if you don't know anything about the Celeste speedrun and just like the absolutely insane movement that they do, like, you show that to somebody who just played the game once through and like mind exceptionally blown. Oh, nice sand kicking in when it doesn't matter anymore. That's totally fine. Yeah. Like, look at this time save that I have because I got the thing first try. The jump. I think that's only not a gold because I got double Aqua Jet from Hugo. You're a fake gold. So true. What's up, Monk? Yeah, I'm Pyrite, like Pyrite Coliseum, like in Pokemon Coliseum for the Nintendo GameCube. It was. I do remember that donation. Pyrite, like my favorite Zener Blade. Is Pyrite the name of a blade in Xenoblade 2? I'm unaware. I literally was going to do Treasures of Ruin movement, and I need to not do that here. Oh, this makes it right. Please. Oh my god. That was almost so bad. I don't need the Adamant, so I think I can just go due southwest. It's a little bit scary because I've not done this particular movement before. So we're literally just heading straight for the gym. This feels so weird to do. Yeah, sorry, this is Scarlet and Violet, and I do not believe there are Dynamax adventures here. Oh, Pyra Xenoblade. Got it. Withdraw, play Coco. That. That. Do not evolve. Back out. Do that. Teach you Incinerate. And let's get out of here. I think I'm leaning like slightly in favor of Mithra because of Torna. Mithra is also like kind of busted in Smash Ultimate, I think. Please get over the thing. Okay, honestly, like, this is not terrible. Could be worse. Okay, it is getting worse. Okay, I rate that olive roll a solid B. Torna Mithra sounds like a VGC lead duo. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Please let me out, please let me out, please let me out, please let me out. Thank you. That load always scares me because that's the longest load in the run. Yo, what's up, Nick? It's really great to meet you at SGDQ, by the way. I realized, like, after we had done, like, the whole Christmas caroling rounds in the hotel, that we didn't actually, like, have a proper goodbye. But I'm really glad to have gotten to hang out with you and know you. And if you're wondering what the Christmas caroling is about, you had to have been there. Try again next GDQ. Okay, I don't know if this is going to gold, because I think the olive roll that I did was kind of mid, but I basically cut directly across to Cortando this time around. So this could gold. And if it does, I will never be able to match it. So that is a second fake gold because I won the 1 in 25 to have a naturally adamant from Ego. Well, I mean, if we got Future Connected, surely we get Future Redeemed, right? That's like a relatively short speedrun. It's like an hour and a half, right? Granted, I don't think... Oh yeah, we did have Torna in GDQ once upon a time. World record 141. Yeah, that's very reasonable. Okay, this will not be a gold. Probably because of the olive roll, but I am fine with that. I've been so busy since I got back that I forgot that I still need to, like, actually write up a route for this. Because, like, right before I left for GDQ, I just did, like, an entire info dump in the Scarlet Violet Victory Road channel in the PSR cord. But, like, I only just listed the differences between the route that I'm currently doing and the old route that's listed in the resources. So I have to write more things. Definitive Edition is 330, but there's a lot of farming in the early game, yeah. Admittedly, Xenoblade 1 is the only... I guess 1 and Future Connected are the games that I've not played yet. I started playing 2, and then I played Torna, and then I played 3, and I played Future Redeemed. I still haven't finished X, by the way. I got like 3 more chapters in the Switch version of Xenoblade X than I did the Wii U version, which is improvements. Still have not finished it. Oops. My glorp. Okay, I really don't have to pick up any items, right? Just making sure. We're at 25, that's 12. 28 is 8. 12 plus 8 is 20. 206. We're at 209. And the only thing that I would have to sell is the Lucky Egg. So I don't even have to go there, I don't think. Yeah, okay. T-Pat, I would like to address my grievances about 96-degree weather. What's up, T-Pat? Glad to have gotten to hang this week. And clash some cardboard as well. Come on. Alright, that was unoptimal, but whatever. I'm intentionally leaving Fuecoco in my part because for this version of the route, we are not catching a Hariyama until much later. So I don't have to worry about getting EXP on Fuecoco during this movement section. I'm jumping there because I saw the Salandit, like, way too late to process where it actually was on the screen. 104 Fahrenheit? Oh my gosh. Stay hydrated, folks. Yeah, don't need that rare bone. Because this Flamigo is actually very good. I still do need these 2 M's in order to hit 69 for Corviknight. Wait, what do you mean a ton of people love the heat? Like, get me out. Okay, we are moving, we're moving, we're moving. This is not optimal BLJing, but we'll take it. Do one more jump for the road. Ba, 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 ba. It's kind of like my vocal stim whenever I play this game. That South Province theme actually kind of slaps. Dude, 75 is like solid baseline throughout the entire... If it could be 75 every day, I would not mind. Thank you, T-Pat. The boober are in the indigo disc, sorry. Okay, I just need to remember to not mince. If I mince Flamigo now, the run dies. I cannot express how important it is for me to not mint here. That's a bag. That's a box. Okay, this is S, M, rare. Oh, I need all of these. Okay. Because I did not pick up the adamants, mints, because I am already adamant. Sandy, don't drown, no. Somebody get them a life vest. I wonder how much faster it is on Switch 2, just like from loads alone. I don't... Like, I'm in the Xenoblade Speedruns Discord, but I don't pay attention to it all that much. Yes, Sandy. All the Xenoblade games are exclusive to the Nintendo line of consoles. I pressed that twice, right? Yeah. Alright, honestly, as long as this Grumpig isn't plus defense, I'm just gonna hold down. I'm gonna hold down the wing attack button. Like, this clears even, like, plus defense Gothrator and DD. I'm just gonna make sure that the lucky egg sells for 2,500. Because if it does, sells for 2,500. Yep. Yeah, because it sells for 2,500, I don't have to sell it, which means I get to skip flipping to that menu. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shoutouts to Nick, by the way, who, in the practice room, when I was doing Heya, slammed the face buttons on my controller and made me lose like 2 extra seconds. When I was already done with Heya. The game runs too well, so true. What's up, Zypodic? Goat commentary on Head Bob's couch. I like almost clicked the heart when you did the shout out, Sandy, and that would have made me unfollow Nick Picks. Can't believe that you would sabotage the stream that way. Rough housing. Halucha would just flying across and just absolutely knock them out. Although I guess it would be really good if you want to knock out your siblings in order to make them go to sleep faster. That is one way to make sure that kids go to sleep on time. That was quite possibly the worst I've ever done that movement. Alright, I'm gonna flip over to some of, or like, best segments here real quick, just because I'm curious. Yeah, that all adds up. Larry, 100% a fake gold, because I skipped the rare candy there. Who's playing DK? I like kind of want to, but I've got so much on my plate already in terms of things I want to do. And like, I played through Super Mario Odyssey up to Darker Side, I think. And I just like haven't picked up the game since. I will probably enjoy watching people play Bonanza more than I will actually playing it myself. That is up to you. Or chat, I guess. I have no stake in this decision. Yeah, I have like not touched my Switch One since migrating my accounts over. And because Sandy shipped me a Switch 1 Joy-Con charger, I don't need it anymore. You know, Iron, didn't I saw an article somewhere. I didn't read it because clickbaity things, but there was an article whose title mentioned something about marking up the Switch 1 prices after the Switch 2 release. Can anybody corroborate on reading something similar to that? Solo Let's Go Diploma, yo. 110 tulips, like, alright. We take those. Ah, okay. Alright. Deposit Flamigo. Deposit Flamigo. Deposit Flamigo. Deposit Flamigo. Deposit Flamigo. This is how my run died last time, is because I didn't remember to deposit Flamigo. We are currently depositing Flamigo before we do anything else. Deposit the bird. Get rid of the bird. Get the Lechonk in. Alright. I don't even have to pick up Snowscape here. That's like how good my money rep. I picked up anyway. How did I manage to do that? I was trying to talk to the dude. Okay, whatever. Now I really don't have to go over to the Lucky Egg now. Alright, lock in. We are so locked in for the snow slope run that I still don't know how to optimize. Sure. One more turn should do it. Hey there, Gaiman. What's up? That is the hope today. I just want a normal run so I can move on to other things. That is all I want today. It doesn't have to be a 156. I just want it to be, like, a good run with, like, good enough movements. Doing good. Just got back from SGDQ. Had a really, really good time hanging out with friends. Watching some cool runs, hanging out with some cool people. It was a good time. Enjoyable. I will not. The most you'll get out of me is any percent. I will not be doing Mochi Mayhem or full Indigo Disc. One of the projects that I am working on is single segment Indigo Disc. Also, before I move on with my dialogue, deposit Lechonk, deposit Lechonk, deposit Lechonk, get the bird out of the box, deposit Lechonk. I will not lose this run to doing something stupid as to fighting Grusha with Lechonk. Get the bird out. Alright. Whew. But yeah, I have been thinking about doing single segment Indigo Disc where you only utilize resources that you find in Blueberry Academy. So like I'd go in, I'd like have like a Flamigo to like catch things, but I would use the caught things instead of the Flamigo, for example. I've been toying with the idea of like Gen 5 Excadrill Go Burr. I know Spider and Edda have thrown around the idea of Air Balloon Meloetta with like a Alolan Dugtrio, because you have to catch a regional form to clear one of the quests in Blueberry Academy and progress the story. Alright, I'm waiting. Alright. Feel free to link or DM or what have you. Sits patiently waiting for cat pick. Meow. Thank you for the unnecessary critical hit. Much appreciated. That makes at least 2 this run. Alright. I am going to be exceptionally careful on the rhyme fight because in doubles fights in Pokemon games, the game sometimes remembers where your cursor is and sometimes it doesn't, and when I did a practice run in the practice room at GDQ, I got completely owned because it didn't reset Hariyama's close combat back to knockoff. So I will be a little bit slower on the battle menus this time around. Not by much, just enough to process where the cursor is. As to not get owned. Alright, we are getting Hariyama. So let's go to Porto Marinade. Ah. Ah. That's the Surskit noise, not the Zubat noise. Honestly, I don't know what that TM is. If it's a good money item, I should probably pick it up. Because it's like right on the way to this. Goodbye, Hari. Look at it run off in the distance. It's keeping its personal space. Alright, off to Montenevera. It's rhyme time. Teach knockoff in slot 1, 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 teach knockoff in slot 1. Knockoff in slot 1. That is my... Huh. That is minus attack. That is... We got an Adamant Flamigo and a modest Hariyama. Holy. It should still be a 13-16 on the Sableye, which is better than trying to smack the Driftblim, or hope that it uses Explosion or Self-Destruct. So my strat isn't changing. Legrand is doing the first Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition full hundo? Good luck. Jeez. Like, I like Xenoblade. I don't know if I like Xenoblade that much. My Hariyama speed is 68. Does that matter? No. I think it only matters if I'm a plus speed nature to actually KO the Haunter first, so it doesn't get curse off. Yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby. Slap, slap. Nightshade's better than Curse, because of the additional Curse text. So I'll take that. Grassy Terrain 3000. I'm gonna have you DM me that, because I should include that in the money route then. That's a very easy TM to pick up and can replace like Sunny Day or Misty Terrain. If that is okay with you. Alongside the cat pics and video. Alright. 13-16 on Sableye. Otherwise, we are very sad. Heavy Slam. Yo, let's go. Normal Rhyme. Huge. I'm gonna sneeze this ad. That way, the ad will run after the Rhyme fight. Alright, just double checking. My vitamin count should be correct. 12 protein, 8 carbos, rest X attack. I'm gonna try to skip Snowscape when teaching things. When selling things, rather. Main reason is because I need to manually set myself to 12 protein, so that's a right input and an up input. And then when I buy carbos, I want to just be able to press down. If I sell Snowscape, there is a real possibility of me buying 9 carbos instead of 8, which means I won't have enough for X attacks. So when I see Snowscape in there, I will make sure to skip over it. Shouldn't be too hard, because Should be after Psychic, I think. If the TMs come in order of which you receive them, it should be right after Psychic. And right before Ice Spinner. Alright. Gonna be a little bit careful on these menus. I think specifically on turn 3 is where I need to watch out. Wing attack, and then whiff this attack so that Rhyme doesn't get extra flavor text. And it should reset back to knockoff. I need to double check. Yeah, perfect. For some reason, the last time I did this, I turboed through my inputs, basically. And I guess the game just, like, didn't register close combat or whatever. And so it remained on close combat. So when I hit up, I hit knockoff instead of heavy slam. Which, basically ended the run. So I'll take a little bit of time loss here to secure the dub. As one does. How are we against best? Okay. Still within the realm of a 156. Can't really do much about the RNG and the E4, but like I'll be happy with this, just like a solid 157. Just skip Snowscape and we're good. Skip Snowscape, 12 proteins, 8 carbos, and then head on over to the Pokemon League. That. We should have 2065 something. Yeah. Where am I going? We are going here. Holy crap. Snowscape came way earlier than I expected in the shopping list. So it should come tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Alright, we are saying the answers out loud that we will choose because I have failed this recently. As a huge oopsie. Please, have a seat. Oh, yes, I will. Rika scares me sometimes. One. Two. Two. One. Last. Last. Second to last. And second. This is the question that I failed, by the way. Choose Croc. Okay. We are now good. Yeah. Rika is IRL Intimidate. Human with Intimidate as her ability. Alright. We did it, chat. Alright, now for the RNG portion of the run. Where we don't want to die and don't want to see certain things happen. Alright, first things first, get rid of the Hariyama. Goodbye, you have served us well. Everything into Flamingo. Except for the hasty mints. Alright, I haven't looked at what damage I should be taking here. Seeing HP being low was a little bit scary, but this combination of defenses should be good enough to get me through. Future Sight will never crit, but Stone Edge we have to worry about. Comes the Future Sight, Acro the Whiscash instead of wing attacking it. And then its wing attacks all the way down to Clodsire, and we just hope that the Clodsire does not click the protect button, and we should be good. And we'll actually get like an accurate representation of how far ahead we are after this split. I feel like we live a Stone Edge crit on like single digit HP if it happens. That did 57. 57 times 1.5 is like... yeah, I think we would have been fine. Yeah, special defense being this high is really, really good. Rika clear no matter what happens. And then gotta auto heal before Poppy and we'll be well on our way. Look at this little look at the Claude. Look at it not protecting. You love to see it. You love to see it. Burp. I'm not expecting to hold this at 156, but it would be kind of cool if it happened. Would not be opposed. Alright, auto heal. Am I on or off the Terra fighting thing? If you're talking about cloth, off, completely off. It is assuredly faster to just wing attack and low kick the fight. The only way that fight goes faster is if you low kick crits. Alright, this is a guaranteed kill. I have made sure of this. We're not dying to the stupid metal bird today. Oh, the script writes itself. If I had a nickel for every time I proc sturdy this run, when I usually don't, I would have 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice. Look at her. Just ready to bash your face in. You cannot deny her. Yeah, as long as I don't die, this is a guaranteed PB. No matter what happens here, like, every conceivable time loss I could have now would not result in... Like, if all of that happened together, I still would PB by, like, a decent amount. It'd still be, like, a 157, I'm pretty sure. It's just a matter of how much of that stuff actually happens. Like, the main thing, obviously, is hassle. Poison Point just eats 30 full seconds. 40 if you don't full restore, which I don't have one. Hello, it's me, Larry. I took away money from the Gay Straight Alliance. And I have no regrets. And for that, we shall pound him into oblivion. Yeah, hit him like this. I'm mashing! I'm mashing! turboing 15 buttons at the same time. I'm not actually. I swear, like, I really want to see what happens if I go into Larry with, like, in kill range of Air Slash. Will it just Sunny Day anyway? Hey, what's up, Randall? Thanks for the raid. Alright, we can still wing attack this, and then we swap to Acro for the rest of the fight. Thanks for the good luck. I will need it starting in the next fight. Yeah, we do a little trolling. A little trolling never hurt most people. Hey look, it's a bird. Spider-Man meme. I wonder if, like, they intentionally chose balloons as the Flying Terra as, like, a callback to Flying Pikachu. I don't remember what the array of colors for the balloons were, but I imagine that they would be pretty similar. Alright, where are we? Okay. Yeah, we lost some time to Sturdy on Poppy, so that was expected. Okay, so Flying Pikachu has like all the colors. The Flying Terra, I think, is just red and green from what I saw. Pretty sure that was the case. Alright, we saw Sunny Day, so we can just go directly into the fight. Alright, I would love to see... Okay, so if we do poison ticks, it's 1, 2, 3 ticks of poison. I would love to see Super Fang from this Noivern, and not Air Slash, or an Air Slash miss. That would be good too. Key for Casino, no, dude. Okay, that's fine. Air Slash is annoying because if I get poison pointed on this Dragalge, I have to heal. Miss the poison point. Yo, let's go. Alright, we're in it now. It's actually a run. Not getting poison point on that is like literally a 30-second swing. You break the mold. Alright, we'll low kick you then. Like, it's not just poison animations. I would have been fine eating poison. Like, obviously it would have been slow. If I get Super Fang. But because I'm at, like, 25% HP, I have to heal before going on Haxorus. Otherwise, I just die. I had one strong alcoholic beverage this last week, and that is enough of the poison that I need at any given time. Alright, because Iron's here, we're gonna get the Play Rough miss from Go-Goat. Guaranteed. It will happen again. We are manifesting. I am kind of regretting not having Accelerock defensive ranges in my notes currently. I have a general idea of what like the defensive ranges are for that if I get crit by Stone Edge on Lycanroc. But that is something that I kind of wish I had in my notes. It's like around like high 50s, low 60s. I want to say. Depending on your defense IV. Alright, the only edit that I've made to this fight is that we acrobatics the Velusa because of the low protein count. Or the edited protein count, rather. Because we no longer hyper train to get to 31 IV. Will I fix that in a future spreadsheet? Probably. We are wing attacking here. I'm gonna acro, actually, because I don't think I have calc this range. This might also be another scenario of wing attack versus acro with no hyper training. So, just gonna do that to be safe, I think. I think that's worth doing. I don't mind if it costs me the 156. You break the mold. Honestly, bulk up itself might have just cost me it anyway. But that's alright. The only... I don't think I can lose the run from here. It's just gonna be slow if I need to heal on Nimona. That's all. Yeah, I think the worst thing that could have happened would be play a rough crit into death. So I'm not gonna say it straight out, but I'm pretty sure we're in the clear now to finish the run. Alright, 156 is dead with that. 100% dead with that crit. Friends, how many times do I have to tell you that there are no Zubat in Paldea? Goodbye, 156. I should probably change out my sound alerts. If people weren't around for the time that I ran Cassette Beast, that, like, soundtrack is just very, very odd. I don't remember the last time I ran that game. The routes also changed like a ton from when I initially ran it. It's another like Pokemon-like sort of thing. It's a very short speedrun, like around 40 minutes. Okay, use the hasty mints. Nope, that is not the hasty mints. That is the hasty mints. Nessa goes to west. Probably didn't need to zoom out there. Yeah, I'm ready to move on from Victory Road. I've got other things on my list. Like, it's not a 156. I know that, like, let me flip to best segments. 156, very possible if you're, like, on top of movements and get good RNG and such. Like, very, very possible, but I don't feel like grinding that out. I'm good with this. It sent me the sound. Okay, noted. Alright, as long as Stone Edge doesn't crit, we are solid. Even if it does, we'll live. It's just gonna burn sometime. Last X attack. I want to see above, like, 67. That's good. Alright, what is the sound? Ha! But that's her bit. I can't just take May's bit like that. I'll come up with some stuff. I do, like, sometime in the future, I do want to do a little bit of an overhaul with my overlays. My stream capture. Click the wing attack button. I have clicked the wing attack button. We win. Oh, it finally feels good to finish, like, a solid run. Actually feels really good. Yeah, only, like... It's so funny that, like... This still technically isn't the route that I'm going to be posting, because I accidentally got the drop candy off of Cloth and then adjusted by not getting the candy of Lavencia, But everything else was very solid. The only, like, bad RNG things were sturdy on Poppy, sturdy on Brassius, critting Gita. My olive roll was a little bit slow. But yeah, this is a very solid run. I'm really happy about this. Also happy that this is like the first run that I did back. So, despite me being away for like over a week, still got it. And now I can delete this route from my brain as soon as I transcribe it on paper for others to use. And that is the true victory here. But thank you all for the GGs. This has been Pokemon Scarlet Victory Road, no Hyper Training Edition. I think, let's see, 185? Let's see here. We're level 2. I don't have EVs shoved up all the way to 71, so I don't know whether this is actually 28 or 29 IV speed. I don't know. One or the other could have saved me a Carbos here or there. Naturally adamant, so saves me a little bit of time that way, too. Just gonna do some verification for whoever decides to verify this. This is not an egg Fuecoco, but I still need to get my egg files set up for single stories, specifically Starfall and what's the other one? Path of Legends. And there you have it. 157.04. Really, 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 really good. I think my sum of best was like, yeah, sum of best would have been like a 156.20 something. Also, nice gold there. From 45.8 to 45.8. Let me take the screen grab. Well, I guess I should have taken the screen grab earlier. I'll have to go back through the VOD for it. Yeah, really good stuff. I'm content with this, and I will need to figure out what to do next. So look forward to that. I'm really glad to be back and streaming again. There's something about GDQ that always makes you want to speedrun a little bit more. We're gonna go ahead and raid Sparkle. I was in their chat a little bit earlier, but it looks like after some unfortunate call resets, he is doing some Super Smash Bros. Brawl. So wish him some good luck with that. Feel free to post whatever you want, including Glorp Arrive. And I will see you all soon. I'll probably end up streaming probably sometime this weekend. But I'm going to get out of here before the ad starts. So have a good night, everyone. Take care. See you later. Bye.